one, what the hell is Facebook official? And two, why is it so important? He can bust his nut. What it do, y'all? Welcome back to my channel, family. Welcome back to another video. Today is not a vlog. I'm doing something a little different. It's like a Q&A, but then again, it's like real life situations, real life people problems and stuff like that have questions, and I'm gonna answer it. I have my red wine, we're gonna sip, we're gonna chill, we're gonna talk, and we're gonna answer these questions. And also, I have a guest. And check my shirt out, y'all. And still I thrive. I got it from Target. The red wine I'm sipping today is Red Moscato, and it's from Aldi, and it's the Moselle. I think that's how you pronounce it, brand. But I'm going to be welcoming my guest. Come on, guest.
What it do, y'all? It's your boy Raymond. I'm in the building. I'm sipping on my red fruit punch juice.
So Raymond got fruit punch because Raymond don't drink. I do, so I got red wine. So I'm gonna sip, and you know, I'm gonna keep it 100 because we got a little alky. So first off, we're gonna start off by saying, how are you doing? You know, I gotta welcome my guest. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling real good, you know, feeling excited, ready to talk about a couple of topics.
All right, I got some here in my phone because I had people ask me some questions. It's just like real life situations, real life problems that you and I, whoever else probably done went through before, or you know, somebody you know done went through. So we're gonna talk about it and answer it and stuff on how we feel we would do, or how we will respond, or how we will take the situation. Okay, first question I got from someone was, are you in love? So to answer your question, yes, I am with this lovely man right here.
Aww.
I love him so much. The next question was, do you want children? Now I was like, if you're watching my videos, you would already saw the answer. Like I answered that in the previous video. So the answer for that is no. The next question was, what is this generation lacking? What do you think?
First of all, thanks for having me, you know, allowing me to be the first guest. You know, I'm very honored and privileged to be here, you know.
Baby, you always my guest.
I am in love too. As far as kids, like she said, this was something we discussed before we went on our first date. Like, okay. It was you know, I have one son and she just never wanted any kids. So now she has a son too.
So I didn't have to push out or get no C-section or nothing.
Right. And she does an awesome job with Junior. As far as this generation, you know, when you're younger, you think you know everything. You feel like can't nobody tell you nothing. This generation is lacking a lot of respect for the past. I think
that part too. Mostly,
in a lot of cases, I don't care what issue is, whatever, what you believe in, spiritual, you know, anything. You got to know where you come from to know where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to have that respect for the people who paved the way for you to get to where you are.
Mm-hmm.
For example, I remember we was watching some things on the rappers, today's rappers, and a lot of them just don't show no love for rappers who paved the way to get to where they are. They be like dissing Snoop and dissing, you know, Jay-Z and Pac and all these guys, and it's like, y'all don't know.
But do you think it's because they don't know them? They don't relate? You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't relate.
But that's what I'm saying. If you are
into music and stuff, you're supposed to be.
If you are into your craft, not trying to just be a one-hit wonder, think you the hot this and that, you want to survive as long as they survive, you should pay homage to them. You should, you know, really respect what they did for the game, because they did it for a lot less than what you making off with these little one-hit wonders.
I think a lot do have respect, and I think a lot don't. I think a lot of them do, and a lot of them don't. I think some of the younger ones are just so much into drugs and drinking and stuff like that. They just come on and just think they gonna just, like you say, one hit wonder, and sometimes they just happen to blow up. And they thought they was gonna be a one hit wonder, and they happen to blow up because people like jibber jab. But so you say you think they lack respect?
Yeah. Then, you know, it's like even like this whole, like, even in sports, like with LeBron and Michael Jordan thing. Michael Jordan played, you know, 20 years ago, and it's still an argument over them two as far as who's the GOAT.
And it shouldn't be, to me.
So this, you remember this past summer, Michael Jordan put the documentary out and showed a lot of what he was back in the day. And here you got these 15, 16, 17-year-old kids like, oh my God, that guy was good. You know what I'm saying? So now they see where the debate comes from.
But that's what I just said. They probably just don't know because it's not their generation. Maybe they like, I don't know.
And then, you know, on a more serious note, a lot of generational things too is, you know, the upbringing, your household, stuff like that. To be so disrespectful to parents and things like that, it was just something that just didn't fly when we were younger. Even, like I said, even with the sports, if you was disrespectful to coach, you know, you weren't playing. And that was our biggest thing. We wanted to play. Now these kids is, I go off on this coach and just go play for that coach. You know what I'm saying? And
I think everybody wants, I think this generation, everybody wants stuff fast. Like everything
high
is
speed.
quick. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I want to be a millionaire tomorrow. Like, I want to be on top of the world tomorrow. And if not, then I quit. So I think that's what they lack also. It's like, what would you call that? No,
it's that
no ambition.
Yeah.
No long-term ambition. Like no longevity. That's what I think they lack a lot.
They want to reach the goal without going through the process. You know what I'm saying? And it's that high speed mentality. You want to live in this internet type of world where it's like I plug it in and I'm already there. And it just don't happen like that.
Right.
You know,
you have to work hard. And things that come easy ain't worth it. Or it might not be worth it in the long run.
Like I said, you can't have success without struggle. You got to go through some things to get to. You look at anybody successful in life, dig deep enough, you're gonna find something.
And that's another thing. People look at people and they be like, oh my God, they so successful, they rich, they got cars, they got mansions and stuff, but you don't know what they done been through, what they went through to actually get there. You didn't see all that. You just saw the success. Like you didn't see all the hard work, grind, sleepless nights, early mornings. You didn't see all that stuff. So yeah. Okay, let's move on. It says, my girlfriend and I have made our relationship official, but now she's saying I need to make it Facebook official. 1, what the hell is Facebook official? And 2, why is it so important? Let me say this first. Facebook official mean you putting I'm in a relationship with such and such, or I'm in a relationship. That's 1. And then 2 mean post pictures of me or us together, like this is my book, my book, you know, stuff like that. So that's Facebook official, because people look at it like, okay, it gotta be real because he's showing the world me. You know what I mean? So if he don't show me, why he hiding me? Am I ugly? Do he not really like me? Do he got other girls that's behind that? You know what I'm saying? So that's what Facebook official mean. Like, let me know it's real. Even though that don't mean that it's real, because there's plenty of people that's in a relationship posting pictures with each other and they cheating and all type of stuff. So that don't mean nothing, but that person just want to feel important. They want you to show them off to the world. So that's what Facebook official to me mean. What about you?
I'm kind of a private person, but there's aspects of my life that has to be public. So what I mean by that is, if I'm in love like I profess to be, I care about this woman, this is my one and only, there's no issue with putting it on Facebook, putting it on social media, letting the whole world see who I'm dealing with.
But if you was private, why wouldn't you just stay to be private in that area?
You know, it's what I just said. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you want to show her off,
right? I want to show off who I'm with, but we still have private things that we do and that we're into and that we work on that people don't need to know about.
Right.
They can see the pictures and the videos and us doing this and that, but they don't need to see our grind and this and that. Yeah, like you know, other stuff like this. But I think it's a big thing to make stuff Facebook official now, because social media is so big. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, and to me, I feel like if you going on about your day every day and you post on Facebook and you in love with somebody, you just gonna get the urge to post them sometime from time to time, like to say something nice about them or just to show them off. So it's like, how don't you get the urge?
And I'm gonna feel some type of way if like, you know, you telling me you love me, you care about me all day and every day, and you got a big old smiley face over my face every time you post a picture.
Oh, that's another thing.
You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah, I mean,
oh my goodness, too much of a big old smiley face on.
But
baby, so why do that? So you would think she don't really love you?
I'ma think like, why is she hiding me? You know what I'm saying? You got it enough to put it out there, but you still, like you putting it out there, but you hiding it.
But you know, some people don't like to show people off until they married. Cause it's like, I mean, that's just like with this YouTube thing. I can show you, we break up, my next boyfriend, I gotta show him too.
Mm-hmm.
We break up, my next boyfriend, I gotta show him too. So when is it going? If it don't work, I done showed you.
Right. So again, you know, you show it when you know it's real.
Sometimes I done been in how many relationships? You've been in how many relationships you think is real?
Right. So at that point, that is your reality. You know what I'm saying? At that point, that is your reality.
Right.
You know
at that time in your life, that's your reality.
So if that's your reality, you know, show your reality.
But
you know
some
what I'm saying? People, life happens. You go through stuff. You lose people. You lose relationships. Stuff like that. You know, move on after that. But to sit there and actively hide me, but we supposed to be all lovey-dovey. We doing this. We taking trips. We doing this. We doing that. But when it's time to post something, I gotta be hidden. That's gonna make me feel some type of way.
I don't look at it as being hidden. I look at it as securing what's mine until like we get married. That's how some people look at it. They like, I just rather wait until we get married, and that way we official. I can change my last name to this because it's really real.
I mean, do you love this person?
No, yes. I'm just trying to answer for some people because I do relate to posting over and over boyfriends. I can't relate to like, okay, nah, this is enough. Like that is saying 5 of my boyfriends. Like like they done been through my life with me. You know, like
what?
Okay,
and
nah.
guess what? And then so when you got that one and you know it's gonna rock forever, then they know what you done been through.
That's true.
And they know, like, damn, she finally got that right one. And like, it's just true. Like you, when you be looking at certain couples and stuff on social media, you be so happy for them, like you went through that whole journey with them. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So, like I said, and I'm speaking like from the standpoint of two people that's actually in a relationship. Like, even on the flip side, like, I couldn't see myself posting all the day out with, you know, Miss Ida Elizabeth, this, that, and that, blah, blah, blah. But when it's time to show her, I'm just... You
hiding it.
Yeah, I'm hiding it, you know.
They like, who is Ida? Like, we know about the chick, but where is she at?
Like, yeah, like, is she made up? Is she fake? You know what I'm saying? Is she not real? You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, like...
So you just believe in posting who you love. If you with them, post it. To you, is hiding.
I mean, you hiding something. You know what I'm saying?
So to me, like, it's both ways. To me, it could be hiding, and to me, is they just trying to protect their image.
Like, look at these flowers Bae got me. Well, you show you ain't sending flowers to yourself. Or you put his arm in there. You put his arm in there, like, take a picture of his arm. You show that ain't the waitress arm, and you just like, let me show them something real quick. Like, come on now. Like,
I don't know. So we're gonna agree to disagree with that, because it's like, I'm on your side, and I'm on the other people's side. They probably be like, I ain't hiding. I just don't want to post them yet, because what if he doing this and this and that on me?
So if you don't want to post it, don't even put it out there that you're in a relationship. Then don't even.
Some people don't. That's what the thing is. That was the question. They're saying, what makes it? What's Facebook official?
No, what I'm saying is the people who put, I'm in a relationship,
but they want to post,
but they don't want to, you know, this, that, and that. So don't even put it out there. Don't even say, Bae got me together. I'm out hanging with Bae. Look at my gift that Bae got me. So don't even say all that, because now I'm gonna think you Bae. Like, you just buying all that for you.
Come on, let's move on to the next question. Now I'm gonna think you Bae. I'm thinking about divorcing my wife. In all reality, I should have never married her. Now we have a home together that I think I'm willing to walk away from just to get away from her. She's lazy, has no drive. We don't have sex really anymore. It just seems all like a waste of time. So why haven't I left yet? Should I continue dragging this on, or should I just divorce her?
That's a whole lot right there.
Let me answer. No. So, since y'all are married, I'm not gonna be like, oh, just divorce her. So I'm not gonna say that. That's not my first answer. But I will say, why are you questioning it yourself? Like, if you questioning it, that mean something, that mean a lot, that mean like you really thinking about it and it's on your mind a lot. So I think it's time to sit down and talk with the wife or whatever and see what's going on, or see if the problems can be fixed or not, or is it just long problems that just can't be fixed. But I also look at it as like, how long the problem's been going on, and did you ever say something to her about the problems?
Right, yeah.
Like, does she know what's going on, or this is just all in your head? Now, the part about she's lazy and have no drive. How long have she been lazy? Was she lazy from the start, or she just became lazy? Do you know what she's going through mentally, physically? Do you know like problems that she may be facing? Does she have anxiety? Does she deal with depression, menopause, all kind of stuff that women go through or whatever? So it's like, you need to like really know these type of questions before you like really think about divorce and stuff like that.
Marriage is something not to take lightly. And I think when you get to that place where you're questioning it, is something truly wrong. I think that, like she said, I'm not going to tell nobody to just walk away, get divorced, but I think you haven't done every single solitary thing, like down to every nook and cranny, to try to save your marriage. You didn't do enough.
Yeah.
Because as much work and time that you put into getting married and being with that person is the same time you should try to put in saving it. Now, you get to that place where you know you can't save it, there's nothing that can be done. Why prolong it? You know, sit down, y'all discuss, you know, where you at, where she's at, what y'all believe y'all can work out as far as, you know, the situation, like they said with the house. Some things is you better off going and getting it over with now to wait later, and you just got more time invested in something than somebody that you don't want to be with. But again, marriage is harder than your 9 to 5, and you have to put work into it. I don't know, you know, these individuals, so it's like this. You know why you calling them lazy? Why you calling them no drive, no ambition? Y'all not having sex. That's a big problem right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, to
me, that, because sex relieves stress. So.
But when you get to that point where you don't even want to touch your mate, it's like I said, you gotta really start thinking about, okay, what the problem really is going on and within that relationship, because I'm sure they feel it too. I'm sure your mate, they ain't stupid.
Right, they gotta be feeling it too. But to me, why they ain't saying nothing neither?
Yeah,
it's not just you. Why they not saying?
That's exactly what I was gonna say. If I think my baby not being ambitious, this, that, and that, like what that's my thought process. What about them? What is they thinking? Is they thinking like, I have this plan, but they plan out what you think it should be? Right. That's why y'all should sit down, talk about it.
Because you cannot grow together. Like, you can't grow. Like I was saying, like, you can't grow together if one person is being like ambitious, the go-getter, and the other person is just like, I don't feel like it, nah, lazy. Like, you can't grow like that. I'm gonna feel like we growing apart. Like, you ain't doing enough for me, or you ain't doing, not even enough for me. You ain't even doing enough for yourself. And it's like, why you don't have no drive? Then you need to come to me and talk to me about like maybe why or what's going on. Or like I say, y'all need to talk together and figure out what's going on, because it could be an actual problem with the person and you don't know.
And keep it 100. Be like, look, this is my thought process. I think I want a divorce, and here's why.
And here's why.
Yeah, you know, and y'all sit down, write down them pros and cons, maybe some counseling, anything can help, you know what I'm saying? But don't just sit up and have these thoughts when you're not putting it into play. Don't just sit up and just keep building up this resume as to why.
And ain't coming up with nothing.
And you ain't talked to them and her or him or whatever, and neither one of y'all, and they blindsided because they like, damn, you've been thinking this all this time.
And you ain't said nothing.
Yeah. So.
But you know what? When problems is in the household, each other have to know, to me, because it got to be some type of distance in some type of way. So with that, I don't know. It's a touchy topic. It's a touchy situation with that, because you don't know everything from one end that somebody is telling you. So two people, y'all gotta sit down and do what it do. Ain't no sense to keep talking about it because it ain't gonna do nothing. It's just gonna keep going on and on and on and on, and then you're gonna probably get resentful and all bitter, all type of stuff. So you gotta talk about it.
And that's why counseling sometimes really helps, because you got three sides to every story.
Right. Exactly.
Her side, his side, and the truth.
And the truth.
And most of the time when you get,
and my side be the truth. Ain't no her side, his side. My side is the truth. But anyway.
But sometimes when you get with that counselor, or you know, you need to see a psychiatrist, whatever, you get with them persons, and they help you sometimes see things from a different light. You know what I'm saying?
I'm your counselor. Holla at me.
She a good counselor.
I've been in a relationship for 3 years. I have a really good man. He treats me like a queen. He loves me, and he wants us to have children. Problem is, I never told him I can't have children. Being a father means everything to him. What should I do? I don't want to lose him. Honey child. Made me a little hot. Now, dang, baby, you got thirsty.
Hot in here.
Now, with that, oh, it's sad. It's kind of sad because when a person really wants to have kids, they really want to have kids. So, if you can't have kids, I think you should tell that person you can't have kids, and maybe tell him why. Now, another thing is, how do you know you can't have kids? Have you actually been checked out like thoroughly? Do you have a good OBGYN? Because you might just be jumping ahead. You might not know. So I think you need to get thoroughly checked first, because you possibly could have a baby. I know people who try 5-10 years or whatever and then they have a baby. So don't jump to conclusions thinking you may can't have a kid, because you may can. And it definitely need to be brought up to him, because it's not fair to him. Because, and then you gotta think about it like this, he may can help, y'all might can help each other or whatever. Y'all gonna start going to the doctor, y'all can figure out what's going on, or it might be other solutions that you may not know. Y'all might can adopt, you might can get a surrogate, you don't know. So I think you really need to bring it up to him so you can get down to it, because it's gonna keep being in the back of your head, and the longer you wait or whatever, you might jeopardize your relationship. So I think you should definitely jump on it as fast as possible.
Right. Well, I'm a go take the question for what it is. She's saying that she can't have kids, means she probably already know that she can't have kids. So,
but sometimes every OBGYN is different, baby.
Understandable. I'm just talking about the juiciness of this topic.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know.
I'm just speaking on the juiciness
all
of this
OBGYNs is not the same. You have some really good ones, and girl, you will be done had that baby.
So I'm just speaking on the juiciness of this topic. So I'm gonna take it for they already know they can't have it. Okay. And if that's the case, I think you already done missed. You should have been told.
Baby, that ain't funny.
I'm just being 100. You should have been told that, man. Because if y'all done got this far in your relationship and you see how excited he is.
But I didn't hear marriage, right?
Oh, I don't know, but
I didn't hear marriage.
You done got this far in this relationship, and you know this in the back of your head already. You know this man been talking about wanting to have a kid or something. Like, you should have been.
It's not fair.
But yeah, because you know what? It's kind of deceptive too, because be 100 with that person and let them make that decision if they still gonna rock with you. Because some people will be like, you know what? I still rock with you. I don't need no kids, but it could take you to be like, you know what? I see this as something that you really want.
So I'm gonna step
back because I can't give you something that you're very passionate about.
But and like I said, it's other options, baby.
It is. I agree with that. It's other options like adopting and stuff like that. But sometimes when people want the fruit of their loins to go on,
surrogate, he can bust his nut. No, I'm saying. He can bust his nut and still make his child.
I understand that, but it's
Or girl, you might not even know if you got money, or that's what I'm saying. You need to talk with him, because you don't know, he may be willing to help. You can get IVF. You can have a baby then.
Yeah, I don't really know nothing
If you don't know what that is, that's when they take his sperm, take your eggs out of you, freeze them, inject them in there, put them back, and then you have a baby. So the thing is, the sperm can't get to your egg, but they're gonna take your egg out and they're gonna inject it. You might have twins though, but you're gonna have a baby.
Wow. Yeah.
IVF. Look into it, girl.
But you need to holler at him.
That's what I'm saying, y'all.
Immediately.
Put y'all money together to get some IVF.
You need to holler at him immediately because that's very serious right there. A person, like she said, a person want kids.
They want
kids. You know what I'm saying? And it's a real messed up feeling to be like, man, I want a baby with this woman, like so bad.
And you know, and another question I have for that is, have y'all been trying?
He probably think they trying.
That's what I mean by, like, if you really got him trying, now that's bold. But like I said, all the other stuff I just said, try that. Talk to him about it because you never know. He might be like, okay, I'm down. I love you and I'm down.
And you know what? Be prepared for whatever answer he comes with. So you need to set that.
Get your heart together.
Yeah. And set all that aside and just think about him because he kept it 100 with you. You didn't with him. He kept it 100 about what he wanted. He wants you to be the mother of his child, carry his child, all that. Keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? You might not get the answer you want to hear. But like she said, y'all probably can come up with something.
Y'all probably can come up with something. You never know. You probably hiding all this time, and then all the solutions that I just came and gave you, girl. He'd probably be like, you know what? It's an option, or it could possibly be an option or whatever. Like I say, IVF, surrogate, or adoption.
If he get mad, whatever, allow that man to be mad. You know what I'm saying? Because it's something that wasn't said up front. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like.
Or girl, just act like you didn't know.
I'm gonna go like this. You obviously care a lot about him. Like you said, this is the greatest thing that ever happened to you. So you want to keep it that 100 with him. You know what I'm saying? You get further in life, even if you think it's gonna cause so much pain and anguish. You get so much further when you just keep it 100. And
then he might feel your pain, like, dang, you can't have kids. Like, we need to do something to help. You know, so we both can have a child. You never know.
He might be a little upset that you didn't say nothing, but he might.
You might need to give him some time.
Yeah, he might. Start feeling bad, like, dang, I can't, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that you can't, But that's some stuff y'all should really think about,
Yeah.
This was good. I enjoyed this.
This was real good. All the topics was like real life situations. This is real life. This is not made up. This is real life situations. So if y'all got anything y'all want to say or anything about the questions that you can answer that you might have a solution for any other questions, make sure you comment down below because I think I answered them best, but sometimes I'll go back and I look like, oh, I should have said this. Oh, I could have said that. You know what I mean? So if you do, make sure you comment down below.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me on the show today. This was awesome.
Next time, tell him he gonna have to sip on some wine because we don't sip on juice around here. We sip on wine and tequila. No. So anybody else want to come on my show that drink? No. We can get it turned, baby, okay? But make sure y'all smash the like button for this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Do not forget to click the post notification bell. That way you won't miss none of the videos that I drop, okay? I drop 2 videos a week. But for now, your girl is out. Peace.